Welcome to 80s Toys from My Attic, bringing you the greatest toys from the greatest decade. We have one of my favorite guests back, Sean Hill. Sean, tell us about your site again, please.
Man, it's the same. Hill's Happy Hour. I'm just doing the same thing on Facebook. You can catch me on Twitch. I'm just messing around over there.
You're having fun.
Yeah, drinking, being as inappropriate as I possibly could be, and
You came to the right place tonight.
I am very excited.
Awesome. Yeah, when I thought of this idea, you're the first person that came to my mind. And of course, we have Dork over there. Dork, you might want to cover your eyes and your little goblin ears tonight. And the man behind the scenes, we have my longtime childhood friend, Paul Esposito, working the back. There he is. Hello.
Paulie.
There he is. So thank you for coming back, Sean. And boy, do I have an episode for you tonight. And everybody,
my pleasure.
If you like this, hit subscribe. I was on the last episode, Sean. I couldn't tell them enough. I'm like, you got to log in. You got to hit the red subscribe button. We're getting a lot of great feedback. The comments, the likes,
right?
The hours that people are putting in watching this. I couldn't be more happy about it. But I believe I compared getting people to subscribe to the likes of splitting the atom on my end. So please hit the subscribe button. Show your support. Thank you very much. And you're in for a treat tonight because tonight is going to be the most controversial episode in podcast history for our page ever.
Right.
And like I said, you're the guy for this, my friend. So are you ready for the Dork hit the slide? Oh my, the top 5 most inappropriate toys. George Takei cannot believe what he's about to see.
I'm sure he's seen worse.
That is true. So I got 5 toys, and these were unintentional. I hope. I just don't understand how this happened. But the first toy, I'm going to put it this way: we're going to start off with a bang. Dork, hit the slide.
Let's see.
Oh my!
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Oh man! So we got pregnant Barbie. It's natural.
This is before its time, dude. This is like teen mom before teen mom, bro.
This is pre-teen mom, I believe. And
holy shit.
So I did a little research into this because surprisingly, I don't know a lot about pregnant Barbie dolls. It might shock you, but so it's actually her best friend Midge. And like Midge over the years was like Barbie's go-to girl, like a best friend. So they didn't want to make Barbie pregnant, I guess. So they're like,
no.
We'll make Midge pregnant. What the hell?
Yeah, everybody has a friend named Midge who got pregnant in high school.
Everybody has a Midge in their life. So such a popular name nowadays, Midge. So it was Midge and Alan, and the baby was Nikki. And I guess the idea was, they're going to show about pregnancy and but look at the picture. I don't know, like it's
dude, just the one with her, the transparent baby is upside down is disturbing, dude. Like you found the right picture.
It's magnetic too, from what I read. So it's held in there by a magnet. And I just, obviously people they took it off the shelf, so people were complaining. They're like, this is inappropriate. And I think if it wasn't so shocking, like the first few pictures, it's like, all right, Midge is pregnant.
Right.
It happens, part of life. They called it like the family line program. It's I forget what it was called, something about families. But then you have that, what it looked. So hit the next slide, please, Dork. I got a little bit more of this one. So there's the family. I don't quite understand the dynamic. I'm guessing that's Alan with Midge. I don't know. Is that the nan? I don't know who the other girl is with them though. Like, and look at all the babies that are all around them. Like, what the hell happened? Like,
well, how did this? Yeah. How did this happen? Considering I've seen how these things are anatomically put together.
You've seen Ken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ken's a eunuch. How the hell did this happen?
How is Ken levitating?
That's another good point.
Well, first of all, that's Alan, Dork, but good call on the levitation.
Yeah, you know what? He was a magician. I heard he disappeared as soon as that baby popped out too.
Yeah, that happens. Look at him floating. I don't know why he's so elated to have 50 babies surrounding him at this point. But he brought like his mistress to the hospital.
Right.
That nobody wants to cover Midge up. Like, is that like I don't know, like she could use a shirt or something. You got a baby stick in it, but so
Poor
that's
Midge.
that's poor Midge. So that's the first toy. I like I told you, we're starting off with a bang.
Jesus, man.
Toy number 4. Dork, hit the slide.
So I looked over at the hammer and I'm like, all right, I've seen those before.
You saw, well, just a blow up hammer, nothing to see here. And then you look over to the right. Look, come on, man.
You think he wouldn't be so angry considering how much play he gets?
He's pissed off about it. Like, it's like, oh my God.
Dude, so was it like this on all of them, or was this just a mistake on this particular blow up hammer?
From what I read, all of them. And it was like, did they do this on purpose? Like, there's somebody there, like with our minds thinking, yeah, we're gonna do this. Well, and imagine dads on Christmas morning. I'm not blowing that up. You know what I mean? Like, Dad, can you blow up my Wolverine for me? I don't think so.
No thanks. Go buy you a Wonder Woman hammer. I'll set that thing up all day.
Yeah, but this is it's hilarious. And the best part about tonight's pictures is I don't even know how much we're needed. Like me and you and Dork, I don't even know if we need to be here. Like these pictures tell their own story. It's like they're brilliant. But I'll tell you my favorite part of this. I'll tell the audience that's watching. Sean asked me, I said, do you want to see what they are ahead of time? You get a good idea. He said no.
No way.
And watching his reaction is the best part of this episode for me. I'm so glad I didn't tell you what was happening.
When you came to me with this idea originally, I said, well, you got the right guy. It had to fit me in somewhere. And this is absolutely perfect. Wrestling and inappropriate shit.
Wrestling and inappropriate shit. And we might even do like a part 2 of this because there's a lot that I left off the list.
Oh man.
But it's weird. Like most of them are the same thing. They all look like a certain well, we'll get to that. So anyway, number 3.
Oh yeah, get ready for number 3.
Oh, okay.
he's hyped up.
Fired up.
He's coming in hot.
He's coming in hot.
See. Oh my God. That's the Punisher.
That's the Punisher, ready to punish somebody. Now, have you seen the Punisher on Netflix?
I haven't seen this Punisher on Netflix.
I've never seen it. This must be season 3 because I've seen season 1 and 2. And
this is that dark web Netflix.
This is the one I don't have a password for. But yeah, so I just figured maybe in season 3, if they ever make a season 3, because they kind of canceled it with the Disney and Marvel thing. But if they ever make a season 3, I would love to see this version of the Punisher come out, take care of business. I mean, this is
shucks.
Look at his face. Like he's like.
I want to make fun of this toy, but he seems like he's doing pretty well.
I don't think he's hating life at all right now. I think he's doing all right. He's like he's got his arms up. He's like, yeah. And he's like, he's popping out. I mean, he's got his hands free. He could have easily had a gun in each hand like the Punisher would do. But today he's like, you know what? I'm going to switch it up a bit.
These all came out in the 80s.
No. I wish they did. I know I'm an 80s toy page, but these actually came out at different times. I know Midge had a family at like some other time, but I think the pregnant one that caused the controversy, if I'm not wrong, was 2003. I think I read.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So kind of recent. Wolverine, I have no idea when that came out, but I would have. It might have been 80s. Could have been 9. It looks like an 80s or 90s type.
Yeah.
The Punisher one, the way that toy's made, that looks like a 90s toy to me. Like that looks like something.
Right. And that's what I'm thinking. I just like either way.
Yeah. I don't.
You would think they knew a little better in the 90s, but no, they were still doing stupid shit.
They didn't learn shit from the 80s. That's the problem. So number 2 is definitely an old school one. I'm thinking
I'm ready.
60s.
Jesus. I just like, I want to get in their headspace when they're creating these things. Like,
what are they thinking?
It's, Batman's huge. Of course we can make a squirt gun. Well, yes.
A nice Batman water pistol makes sense.
But just like the placement of everything is so goddamn suspect, man. Like
the plug?
Yeah.
The trigger?
Like, you don't think kids are making jokes about it even back then when that shit came out?
I don't care what age you are as a child. I don't care how young you get this.
That's the giggle factor right there. That's funny.
That up, and everybody in the room is like, "Holy bat balls!"
You're thinking what I'm thinking.
Yeah, you're all thinking what I'm thinking. Like they usually embarrass Robin with this type of shit.
Right.
Like they're taking the Dark Knight, and it's just not right.
Jesus,
it's just not right.
They made him the Gimp from Pulp Fiction in that.
He was the Gimp, yeah. He's all
Jesus.
Yeah. Just a different mask. Bruce Willis is like, holy shit. Great scene, by the way. Oh,
hey.
Oh, Dork. Well, I mean, Dork. All right. Well, here's number one.
Well, we knew it was coming. Keep that in. We knew it was coming.
All right. So here's my number one. And when I put this on the toy page, all the freaks come out at night. That's an old song. The freaks come out at night. When I put this on the toy page, I could put up a Nintendo. Okay, that's enjoyable. I like it. 100 likes, 200 likes, whatever amount of likes. I put up an ET finger. I get 1,000 likes on this thing and a billion comments and all these horrendous comments and everything. Now it's like, and I gotta make tough choices as a podcast guy on pictures. I couldn't choose which picture. I like the picture of the one on the left, but I like the box on the right. So I put them both up for you to give you the full effect, because I thought the box was pretty cool on the right. Ages 4 and over. You know, finger glows when you press it, and batteries included.
So you had to touch the thing too, just to get it to work.
Here's the best thing, Sean. I owned this, but I had this as a kid, and I remember putting it on my finger. And you would have to click the end. I remember it being a clicky at the end. You would click the tip, right? And the light would go on and off.
Wait a second. And use your words carefully.
So at family parties and shit, I'd be running around with this thing, putting it in people's faces.
I'm sure your father was proud, man.
As a kid, I think, because I know that over the years, you know how when your kid gets like a noisy toy or whatever, and like a cousin or something gives it to him, and you're like, yeah, I gotta find a way to get rid of this because this is an annoying toy. I have a feeling that this, for different reasons, might have been gotten rid of just because like they don't want me going around sticking this in my relative's face. But yeah, so I think this might have been one of those toys where, you know, it's like, I can't have my son running around wiggling this thing and is, you know,
he said wiggling
in the neighbor's face. You know what I mean? Like, oh, look at my new toy, and I come out wiggling, all lit up and everything. So that's my number one. I don't think it gets better than ET finger, and I might check on eBay, see if they still make these things.
Gotta be around.
But I mean, you know what the funny thing is like, I like to boost post every once in a while on Facebook and as an advertisement or whatever. And I knew if I put this as a boost, like it would just take off.
Dude, put that as the thumbnail to this video, and I swear
it's gonna win. But so I go to boost this, and they send it back to me saying, not allowed, vulgar material. We can't put we can't put an adult toy in an advertisement. And I wrote back to him. I said, no. It's an ET finger.
This is legit. This is real.
This is an ET. This is a toy. This really came out. 5 minutes later, they accepted it and sent it through. That's all it took. And,
but that is just, man, they didn't look that over and say, I mean, listen, we can't all be childish like me, but when you look at that, you're like,
it's all you see.
Right.
It's horrible.
Oh man. Either way, I knew. I mean, we jumped the gun, but I knew that was number one.
You knew that was number one. Yeah.
But there's got to be more out there, and we got to find them, man.
We will find more. And like I said, these things write themselves. But man, well, much like Midge's shelf life at the Walmart, sadly our time is up. Sean, it has been a pleasure to have you back. I knew you would enjoy these beautiful pictures. Dork, I hope you're okay after today, after what you saw. And Paul, thank you very much for being behind the scenes and, having to do that horrible slideshow. Thank you very much. But it's always a pleasure to have all of you guys. Thank you so much. People at home, please do not forget to subscribe. If you like what you saw tonight, God bless you, first of all. But please make sure you subscribe, hit that subscribe button. And We'll talk to you next week with another podcast from 80s Toys from My Attic, bringing you the best toys from the best decade. Have a good night, guys. Always a pleasure. Take care.
Bye-bye.